Hi, I'm Dorrian again, and I know this week that Richard and Gavin have been talking about activities and relationships that have been important to them and that sustain them through this year and into the future. And I'm going to talk about resources that I found useful that have sustained me and invite you to think about those that sustain and work for you and ones that you think you could be developing, using. It's a very wide-ranging topic, resources. It could mean a number of things. It could mean the money in my pocket. It could be the car I drive. It could definitely be my new iPad, which I can tell you has changed my life. I can't even tell you quite how or why. It just made it so much easier. And what else do I use as resources? Books. I'm still a book fan. I've got Kindle. I use it, but I like paper. So I like turning pages. Books are really important to me as a resource, and I think if I didn't have a book on my bookshelf and just a Kindle, I think I'd feel completely bereft. So that's one thing I think I'm not going to change too easily. Other resources for me, my friends, my colleagues, people to talk to. The ability to have a thinking partner, to talk out loud with a caring person who's not going to interrupt me, not going to give me advice, but just listen in such a way that it generates my own ability to think well. That's one of the treats that I get as a resource in my life. And then, of course, other resources for me are my students, the people that I work with at USB when I teach. I get a huge amount of input from that environment. It sustains me, it nourishes me. Other resources, walking my dogs, getting out into nature, replenishing myself. Yeah, really topping up my battery. So I invite you to think about your resources, what works for you. For example, I've just got myself a very special notebook, one of those smart pens that records as I talk to people, as they talk to me, and I can take notes, I can listen to my notes. It's brilliant. So that's a useful resource. What are yours? And I invite you to join us on the Connemara Cafe with your comments, your input. Everything that you have to say will be welcome.